All right, welcome in. Hello everybody, welcome in. How y'all doing today? What's up? Hello. Just want to say hello to everybody that's popped in. Hello Lee, how you doing? Welcome to see you, Best Burb. Hey Axel, what's up? How you doing? Good to see ya. What is up, Lazy? Hello, welcome in. And Suki, hi. Oh my goodness. Quantum, what is up, my bro? And then hello, Chaos Dragoon. What is up, my dude? Do you know what often gets overlooked? Garden fences. All right, well, welcome in, guys. Hello, how y'all doing? So it's been like about a hot minute since the last time I kind of like, enjoyed streaming and did some stuff. So I wanted to test some water dose stuff that I hadn't had an opportunity before. And also trying to, get this my old model out of as much streaming in it as I could before we switch it on over. And also wanted to make a couple announcements and stuff like that, for how you've been fighting an addiction. But yeah, getting a bunch of stuff out of the way. So I figured today would be a just chatting stream, which reminds me, I'm going to put on quiet. Gonna put on some of that music going on here in the background to be a nice little subtle background thing. But anyway, I decided today would be a just chatting stream because I felt like just talking and I felt the urgency to stream. And also congrats on the comm, by the way. Looks great. As I have discovered, I am terrible at keeping secrets, apparently, when it comes to my own content. So the artist actually got that done a lot faster than I was. But anyway, but yes, today we'll be just chatting, watching videos, and doing funny, dumb stuff with my bestie over here, Digi Varelli. Say hi to everybody, Digi.
Hi, everyone.
So yeah, we figured I figured I'd just chill out and talk about a bunch of junk and be a pair of goofballs and stuff. And we've watched videos while listening to some good stuff. But yeah, again, thank you everybody for coming in and saying hello. And yeah, I am super excited. This is not the last time you'll see me this week. I will be doing a lot more stuff too. Let's see, what are we doing? We got, I'll be hopefully playing Blaze Blue tomorrow, and then I also will be doing a Father's Day. Oh, and also to everybody, happy Father's Day to everybody. Remember to tell your dad that, remember to tell your dads how cool they are, especially but anyway, today was kind of like a lazy day as well. I'm kind of the only one in the house right now. I'll be officially celebrating Father's Day tomorrow, so that's why I was able to do this today. So anyway, but yes, thank you guys again for all coming in and chilling out with me today. I really didn't have anything too particular that I wanted to talk about, but I will say one thing is we still have the announcement for the VTubers SummerSlam, which is located right over here, right below DG, and I cannot be more excited about the SummerSlam. To tell you a story, I almost skipped over the Twitter message that I got in there. And it was really funny too. So it was funny because initially when you always get those like messages, right? And drinking water. Yes, thank you very Celia, hi Celia, hello. Hello, little sweetheart. Oh my goodness, welcome in.
Hi.
Welcome in. It's the little one with the cutest voice. Here, let me just, you know what? I'm actually just, well, are there any mods that would like to make a little shout out to Zelia for me?
Oh, definitely not me. Yeah, I'm not like sitting right here or anything.
No sniper rifle. No sniper rifle today because I'm messing around with Wardo and I have yet to create a ton of the rest of the stuff on there. So I'm hoping to get a lot of it done soon. So that way on my debut for my new model that's coming out, I will have more redeems for Waterdo because I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really starting to like Waterdo an awful lot. It has a lot of cool stuff about it. And also the whole feature of being able to have your other Waterdo friends with you is actually kind of cool. So, aw, so sweet. So, guys, if you have not checked out Zelia, she is really sweet and cool. She has a fantastic voice. And also, guys, if you haven't, please go follow the little sweetheart. I feel like she needs more attention and more eyes on her, like I do a lot of different VTubers that I'm friends with. And yeah, so I'm hoping to do some stuff with her soon, but we'll see. So yeah. Anyway, see, what I really wanted to talk about too was the SummerSlam and the Twitter message I got. So y'all get like messages on Twitter and stuff like that before, which is fine. Sometimes it goes into that like, I wanted to come and say hi before I pass out. Oh, well, hello. Well, I hope you sleep well, and please make sure you get some good rest because we want to make sure that you're feeling nice and rested as soon, because we don't want you to lose any sleep. So please do, if you have to pass out, please do pass out. Have a nice stream. You're amazing, and have a nice stream. No, you're amazing. You're amazing. So,
What the heck is that?
What do you mean?
My finger just bent a weird way. But sorry. I'm a remain.
You're good. But like, so I almost missed the message on Twitter. So they always go to those like, what are those, like temporary messages in the background or whatever? It's like what is it called? It's like that store place where it's like, oh, you have potential messages that you could be from mysterious sources or whatever that you haven't communicated with. And I'll look in there and I'll see like a couple ad things, maybe like some weirdo in there, maybe a bot. And sometimes I have the temptation to interact with them. But on this occasion, I looked at it and I'm going like, oh, I don't recognize the name. It looks like some normal dude. If it's not another VTuber or something like that, sometimes I'll dismiss it. And then I looked at, I double taked. I'm glad I double took on it because I look at it and goes, yeah, we wanted to invite you to the VTuber SummerSlam. And I go, wait, I know what that is. So I'm glad I answered the message because I almost glossed over it. Because I'm kind of dumb. But yeah, so I'm like really excited for that. I have plenty of ideas, hopefully. And by the way, Digi, if you want to chime in at any point during this part of the conversation, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if I didn't want to like talk over you because remember it was like I'll be silent while you get all your announcements out. But yeah, I'm chiming in. I don't know what to chime in with.
No, it's okay. So we're actually very excited. We have a couple plans for it. We're already thinking of. We discussed it just a little bit here and there, but this week. It's going to be hardcore discussions on what we want to do next. I think the initial plan is we're going to actually be announcing some stretch goals soon. Still
gotta make those though.
Yeah, still gotta make them.
Kind of just been like not on it.
Mama Rail, hi, welcome in. Oh my goodness,
hi, Momo.
Just came by to drop a lurk. Of course, thank you so much for the lurk, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for putting me in the background. I appreciate it. Have a nice stream, you too. Thank you, Mama Rail. Oh my goodness.
Thank you. Cool have a good look. Appreciate you.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think the plan is that for incentives for everybody, we're going to not only be doing the normal incentives that you will get from like normal VTubers, where they're like be like doing fun stretch goals and stuff or whatever. I think one of the things that we were discussing possibly doing was also a pain wheel for smaller donation amounts. So yeah, so the idea is that how it's going to work, at least in my mind, and we can we'll probably hash this out, so a few things may change, but the initial idea is that we'll have our normal stretch goals of like incentives for everyone to donate as much as possible, but the idea is that for every donation you make, be it like $1, $2, or smaller amounts, right, that you can, because we'll never demand your money, is for small donations, you will get small instant rewards. So, for instance, let's say you spend $10 at once. That's like a roll or two on the pain wheel, and we have to do something based on what you have, on what's on the wheel and stuff. Or maybe $10 gets you like a quick sketch on stream, or Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Mira. Hi, thank you, Mira.
If you guys could you please wish Stan a happy Father's Day, because this man is a dad. He is a papa bug. Has 2 little stingers at home, and you know what? He's definitely a good dad from what we've heard over stream. So yeah, much props, much love to all the dads out there, especially Stinger.
Appreciate it. Yeah, how's my dad friend doing? Dad friend doing is just fine.
Who's your daddy?
That's
Who's your daddy?
Oh shoot, what's going on? What is happening in my head? Am I saying
stop motion? Hey,
yeah. Okay, there we go. We're back.
It's better now.
Yeah, we're back. But yeah, so part of the reason why I'm able to stream today is because we just got back from a big event with the kids. So my daughter actually performed at a big one of our local big theaters. What in the world is going on? Anyway, so she was at a local giant theater, and she actually performed in front of an audience of like over 300, 400 people in a big auditorium. So she was very happy to be doing that and stuff. And then we all got home and took a giant nap, which, by the way, stereotypical dad, I like taking naps on Father's Day. Yeah, no, and then after that, basically the family had another activity, so yeah. So I'm by myself at the house, but it's okay. We're gonna be celebrating Father's Day officially tomorrow, and for right now, I'm enjoying spending time with friends. Happy Father's Day, thank you. Let's see.
Hello, Justin.
Hi, honey man. You look like a
Spotify woman. Yes.
I'm a cat.
Hot honey. Hey, this is your hot honey.
So, oh my goodness, hot honey. You know, I actually haven't been able to have the opportunity to try hot honey yet. I actually want to try it. It sounds fantastic.
It's super good. Okay, so basically, I want you to try this one day. So, basically, you put honey. Actually, there's different ways you can make it. I personally like the garlic honey. Because when you make that, it's actually good for like medicinal purposes, but you can eat it. So what I usually do is I put I'll bruise like garlic cloves, peel them, put them in a jar, put the honey over it so it ferments, and then you would add red pepper flakes. I've seen people put lime juice in it for like hot honey lime.
Right.
And then all the seasonings that you like, and then you just let it sit there and ferment and like absorb all the flavors. And drizzle that on like a sandwich, like hot honey sandwich is basically a chicken cheese melt, something like that. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm making so hungry. And then you drizzle it over the sandwich, or you can put it on pizza, and it's equally as good, if not better.
To be honest, I could really use a hot honey sandwich right now. I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry. I'm about to order food, bro.
We've been having some like money stuff back at the house, and so I've been struggling for.
Oh yeah.
I've been struggling for cash lately, but it's okay. It's okay. I can figure it out. Thank you, Quantum. I appreciate it.
I have to go back to the clip. That was too funny.
Let's see. So thank you for the redeem. So yeah.
Slash him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds amazing.
Who's
Call
your
me
daddy?
today. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I can't bring myself to call you that. I don't care. I don't care, Mr. Redeem. You're just old man.
You're just old man. Hot honey and
Honey
spaghetti.
spaghetti.
Ooh.
What the heck? I've never even heard of that.
That sounds
amazing.
fantastic, actually. Because
Yeah.
like I don't know, like
Man,
now,
dang. I want to make it now.
honestly, they have hot honey right now over at Subway, and now I want hot honey and hot honey and a
Whoa.
pizza. Mmm. Hot honey and
I
pizza
just
does
said
sound really good.
pizza. Were you not listening to me?
I was listening.
No, it's alright. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. My words don't mean anything around here.
Wow! I invite you to my house.
Okay.
I bring you in here to hang out, and then you just like
And I'll
mess with
bag on
me.
it.
I
Did
should
you
have
expect
expected
anything
that.
kinder?
No,
Yeah, like, what do you expect?
not just one
For me to be
day.
nice to you on Father's Day?
Please.
Yeah, right. If I could throw something at you, I would. Hold on. Let me see. Is there something I could throw at you?
Not this time. I don't have any throwables
You know
at this
what?
point.
Freak. Oh, I know what I could do.
Oh, what could you... Wait, Sting is the new... Excuse me? No.
Hey, wait a
oh.
minute.
What's up?
Something's missing.
What's missing?
Where's your workout routine?
Oh, my arm.
Cheapo?
My arm's still messing with me.
Man, whatever. Was then.
Okay, well, hopefully this week it will come back because my arm is feeling a little better. I'm just not sure if it's good enough because the
Right, you
doctor.
took your arm. I'm
But-
just kidding.
Yeah, right. So I did check up with the doctor. They said it was a bad sprain, and
Ooh.
the other part of it that they said was I better stay off of it.
Who's your daddy?
Until it's better, because it's probably not a good idea to make it run like that. So yes, yeah, my right arm, I landed on it, and now it's like it's been the past week and a
Aw.
half. It's been like bugging me. So
Well, I
yeah,
hope he
thank
knows
you, Mira.
That's
Well,
alright.
it's just my arm. It's not like up here is
He's
insane.
dying. He's dying.
Hey, I'm dying.
Invitation to his funeral.
Oh my goodness, what is up, Jay? What's up, Triumph?
Hello. Hi, JT. How's it going?
Giant DGT.
Oh, that's better than it could be.
Yeah, definitely better than it
Aw.
could be. I'm glad I didn't break an arm. It's not like I got daddy issues. Oh no.
That's good.
Are you in a cast? No. I luckily am not in a cast. I didn't break it. I just sprained it really bad in 3 different places. So my wrist and my elbow and my shoulder is where I sprained it.
Yeah.
This
All right,
music's so
Grandpa.
good.
No more falling now.
Dude, It's funny because like my my dad told me one time, you can truly know your age by the amount of people that respond to you when you fall. I'm dead serious.
Shoot.
So it's like a little kid falls over. No one runs over to them right away because it's like, oh, get up, you're good. Yeah, you like pick yourself up or whatever.
I was gonna cry.
Okay, fair.
I'm only gonna cry though. Like,
I'm dead.
Then you're like, okay, get up.
But yeah, no,
Okay.
I don't know. My parents, I don't remember how my parents were, but for me, like when my kids are like, if they fall over or something like that, I'm not really down to be like, oh no, you fell over. So I'd be like, all right, pick yourself back up. Can you pick yourself back up? And if they can, then that's great. If they start crying and whining and stuff like that about like actually being like hurt or something, then yeah, I'll probably like be calm, but make the appropriate like first aid or whatever, you know. But I don't know. I feel like getting kids all riled up and worried when they fall over or something like that creates it to where like falling over feels worse and like is worse for them mentally when they actually like when that happens. So yeah. Yeah. So
I get it. My mom was like, "You're tough, stop it." Like, my mom was a very like tomboy, no wimpy daughter type mom. So unless I was dying or on like a deathbed, which happened, or like a hospital bed, I meant, she's not gonna respond. Like, I want to tell the story, but I don't want people to think my mom's mean. She's just a tough mom. Like, if you're not dying or you're not like extremely hurt, you know, you just pick yourself back up and take care of it. So
Yeah.
I kind of want to tell the story about me being like having pneumonia. Is that okay?
yeah, go for it. Go for it. That's why we're here.
Alright, so essentially, when I was younger, I was begging my mom to swim in this pool because we went to a hotel, and I was like, please, can I swim? And it was really cold outside. Like, it wasn't really cold, but it wasn't hot enough to swim, and the pool was really dirty.
Yeah.
But I just kept begging, and I was like, Mom, please let me go into the pool. And she kept saying no, right? And I kept just insisting.
And
yeah, when that happened, she was like, all of a sudden, she's like, all right, fine, you can go. Like, she's getting so righteously so. So I was like, yeah, I can go swim. I was the only one swimming, right? And it was really cold, but I was like, I've been asking to swim this whole time, so I'm gonna do it. So I did, and then I got out. I was just shaking so much, like. It wasn't like a cold shake. It was like I can't stop myself from shaking. So I don't know what happened. I think it was just too cold, and I ended up getting sick from that. So I was in the hotel bed after showering, and my mom's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." Like just shaking. Next day we get home. I laid in the bed at my grandma's house, and I stayed in bed all day because I wasn't feeling good. And it was hurting to breathe, but I was like, I think I'm just getting sick from the pool. But I was like, like gasping. So I went to bed. And the next morning, I woke up and I felt like a corpse. Like, I was on the bed, like dead, basically.
That
so
stinks.
it was a school day. Yeah, it was a school day. And I didn't get up to get ready. And my mom's like, why aren't you ready for school yet? We have to leave. And I was like, the way I imagine myself is like that little skeleton, like the little shriveled up skeleton of like that alien they found a while ago. I was like, I was like, Mom, I can't breathe. It was like, it hurts. I was like, it hurts to breathe. And she's like, get up, stop being lazy, let's go to school. And I'm like, I promise I can't move. Like every time I try to get up, like sit up, I would like grip my my chest or my stomach, and I would bend over. I couldn't stand up straight because it hurt too.
Right.
And she's like, stop making excuses. And then she was like, yeah, the moment I saw that you were actually sick, your lips were blue. And I was like, like just staring at her like that. She's like, oh, yeah, we gotta go to the hospital. So it didn't end there either. So we went to the hospital. I was limping, like. I was holding my stomach bent over, limping, and when we got in, I was like, I don't know, I was like passing out on my mom because I couldn't breathe well. and then the doctor took me into the urgent care, and I got onto an IV. And then when I got onto the IV, the doctor was really cool. I love that doctor. He was funny. My mom, like, she didn't think it was as bad as I was making it, so she's trying to feed me, right, like liquid stuff. And she's a nurse. That's why she's like that. Because most nurses, they know when you're actually needing assistance, compared to not. But sometimes when they've been doing it for a while, they kind of take it like a little far.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, "Okay, all you need is some little antibiotics, and you'll be fine." So I was there all day. Luckily, I didn't sleep over, but I had an IV. She was trying to feed me. I'm like, "Mom, I don't want food." And she's like, "Open your mouth." I'm like, "I don't want it." She's like, "Eat." So I was eating Jello and popsicles, and she fed me so much that, like, the next hour, I think, I started throwing up. Like, all the stuff she just fed me. Yeah, I was like, "Bleh!" And then my mom was like, "Oh." And I'm like, "Quit touching me!" Like, I started yelling at her because I was like, "Everything you keep doing is messing me up." So basically, I was like, "Mom, just go over there. Like, let the doctor do his job." I was so done with her. Because the whole day she was just like, "Stop making excuses. Hey, I don't even know better." Like, so she was doing all that. She's like, "Okay, I'm sorry." So she left, and I was like, I know she cares, but I don't feel good. I'm just gonna rest.
Man.
So I basically just let the IV do its job and give me like the liquids and stuff. And at the end of the night, I started feeling better, and I started walking normally, and it was great. And then I went home, and that's only one of many stories that was like that. But yeah, pneumonia is not a good feeling, and I think it damaged my lungs. So like every once in a while, it'll lock up, or there'll be something, that causes it. Hi, Leah. Hi, Princess. How are you?
Can we get a shout out for the little Princess Chinchilla, please? She's so sweet.
Yeah, let me just bend over my.
Nah, it's all good. Hello, Leah. Actually.
Hi, Leah. How are you?
Oh, there you are. She's so cute. Oh my goodness, I love those little emotes. They're so cute. But yeah, so I don't know. Your story kind of reminded me, like Lee, like pneumonia is the sickest you've ever been. Yeah. See, the funny thing is, I've never had it, right? So I've never had pneumonia. I don't. No, I don't want it.
It's basically liquid in your lungs to make it where you can't breathe properly.
Oh no,
yeah.
Justin, why did you do that?
Be nice to me, bug boy.
Well, it looks like I have to be nice to you. I'm good. Hope you're all good. We are doing fantastic, actually.
Yeah. We're just talking like big nerds.
Yeah. It's funny.
I just told the story about how I almost died from pneumonia because my mom didn't believe me at first. And yeah, it's a great story. I'll tell my grandkids that.
You gotta be nice to your Oshi. I know. Well, I want to be nice. I'm sorry you went through that, and it sucks. And
I know. Thank you.
I would not wish that upon anybody, to be honest with you, because like I don't know. I'm kind of curious what the sing. Yeah. I don't understand. Like, okay, so Phoenix having pneumonia obviously says the sickest you've ever been. I'm going to imagine pneumonia for you was probably the sickest you've ever been.
Yeah, because I've never been in a hospital bed before. Before and after that moment, so yeah, I would say that too. And it's funny because like it's only because my mom didn't believe me at first, which is why it took longer and why I got closer to passing out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny because like, well, some people might think these stories are kind of sad. I think they're hilarious because I know the kind of person my mom is. She's just like, she knows medical stuff because she's a nurse. So like, when she sees things that are actually wrong with you, then she'll take action.
Yeah.
But sometimes she has messed up. And looking back on it, like at the time I was really upset, but looking back on it, it's hilarious because I'm like, like,
thank you, Dragon.
I'm like it's not a funny thing, but it's like for me, it's just funny thinking about like how like unserious she took it.
My mom's a nurse. Yeah. Okay. So
cool.
So funny thing is that I've never been hospitalized except for one time in my life.
Yeah.
Once. So it was a long time ago. I have a similar story to. Oh, so Leah's also had pneumonia. Okay. So, so the thing about it is I've never had pneumonia. I've been very blessed in that area. And I've never been normally hospitalized. However, I've been hospitalized one time. And the story goes is that, so it was a long time ago. I was at the age of 14 years old, and my family and I had just finished doing an entire trip all the way up and down the coast of the East Coast of the United States. We went from all the way from lower Florida to the Carolinas to Rhode Island to Pennsylvania. We did all of it in 1 month. And
oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, my dad had a lot of time saved up on vacation. We took a whole month off, and we just basically went an entire month trip. My dad's were really good with money, so saving that was not an issue for him. So, by any chance, did you pass through Maryland? Yes, I did actually. We did go to Maryland. We actually went to Maryland. We went to a lot of historical locations. I actually saw the Founding Fathers' grave sites. I saw, like, we saw Washington, D.C. We went to all these places. And this was back in 2002, 2004 or 5, somewhere around there. I gotta tell you, I don't know why, but there is more security to get into the Statue of Liberty than there is the White House, and I don't know why that is. I'm not even joking. Like, the amount of security I had to go through to get into the White House was less than getting into the Statue of Liberty. It was insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You'd think the place that holds, like, you know, the highest office in the United States would have a little more security than that, but apparently not.
Yeah.
But like, but yeah. So what happened is I was in a state of constantly needing to eat when I was in there. French baguette people with their statue garden opposed and guarding America hamburger man in White House.
Hamburger man.
Land of burgers. Woo! But anyway.
Yeah.
So I was always hungry all the time. And mind you, I was a 14-year-old boy and weighed less than 120 pounds.
Oh my.
Yeah, I was a thin boy. Yeah, me too, Phoenix. So what ended up happening is that I was always hungry all the time and I'd get tired very quickly. The other piece of it was I was drinking water like there was no tomorrow. I could suck down an entire bottle in like 2 seconds. And then I would basically, it would all come out clear. Like really quick, clear.
Oh, shoot.
So we didn't know what it was at the time. And like, I thought for sure I was being healthy because when you do that and it's all clear, that's actually a good thing, meaning you're sucking down a ton of water and your body's flowing it out. But, however, as I found out recently, you want a little bit of color in there because that means it's doing its job and it's processing it all. Let's see, thinking more spiritually, especially if we burn. Let's see, or not really burned down. You know, I have a group of project school. They say group effort. Want to just put the name of the project on the person themselves, like with all American products. Yeah, like the one guy that's like, the one guy that does all the work and everybody else slaps their name on it. But anyway, so after we got back from the trip, my grandmother actually, who is a former nurse.
Look at all the nurses, love it.
Yeah, that's why it reminded me of the story. So, the hospitalization and also having a relative who's a nurse. Actually, my cousin is a nurse. She actually married a doctor. So I actually have a cousin who's a full-on doctor. Where's my push-up stinger? Probably this week. My arm is feeling better. The doctor told me stay off of it as long as I can. So I apologize. It will come soon. So what I did was my mother goes to my grandmother and she says like, well, he's drinking a ton of water like crazy and it's all getting drained out of him and he eats like tons and tons but gains no weight. Now, mind you, my grandfather was a very thin guy And I was a young boy, so the idea of me being thin and small was like, oh, that must be just normal. It's just him. No, it was not. Because my mother went to my grandma and said, hey, this is what's going on. And my grandma looks at her straight in the face and says, go to the doctor and have him tested for diabetes.
Ugh.
We went to the doctor, my normal practitioner at the time. I think it was a pediatric nurse, pediatric at the same time. And they decided to they pricked my finger. And mind you, the first time you get your finger pricked, you'll never be prepared. Never.
Yeah.
Instead of like, so most people have to prick your fingers, they'll have like nice little like things that they'll go like, almost like launching a gun or whatever. It'll go click and then
like a dart?
Yeah, like a dart.
Yeah.
And it's smooth. You can like adjust the speed and everything like that. Or it's the doctor's version, in which case it's just a button and it taps it and gets you, right? Okay, those are fine. This doctor didn't even do that. He just grabbed the needle that was supposed to be put into this thing and just went bang, right on my finger.
Oh! Oh my gosh.
I felt it go all the way down my arm. It was insane. Tatiana, Sting, and Digi, you and nurses and their family, and a coincidence.
I got two nurses in my family.
I have.
I and my mom are the nurses.
Yeah. My grandmother, who was a former nurse, and then my cousin, who is a nurse, but also I have a doctor. But anyway, so he pricks it, right? My blood sugar was at 800.
Oh my gosh, that sounds huge.
You know what your normal blood sugar needs to be around? 60 to 170.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
Yeah. The doctor looks directly at my mother with the most calm face in the world and says, get him checked into Children's Mercy right now. So my mother gets in the car with a worried face on herself, and we drive to a children's hospital at like, she's speeding, by the way. She's speeding at this point. And that's cool, Dragon. But yeah.
Oh, nice.
We drive to the hospital at Mach speed, and I'm getting in there, and the doctor basically called ahead. So we get me checked in very quickly, and they instantly start pumping me with insulin, like instantaneously. I get an IV, I get everything checked into it, and basically, studying to be a nurse, but I don't remember if that's cool. So I basically have the IV and everything, and it gets put in there, and essentially, what's funny is that was the only time I've ever been hospitalized, and it was the most boring hospitalization I'd ever had.
Boring. This dude was like 800 freaking blood sugar. Getting pumped with insulin. This so boy.
Oh no. What's funny is that like I was basically blessed to have that experience because how did you reach 800? Basically not looked at Daddy's Day. Hi, Rather Kai. What's up, dude? Hi.
Oh my God, Kai, what's up? Good. Yeah, 800. I know this dude is laughing, saying it was boring.
Okay.
Hi, darling.
To be fair,
800 freaking no.
I got lucky. I got lucky, okay?
Dude.
I got lucky because what happens is when you first get diagnosed with diabetes is your pancreas, basically what happens is your white blood cells are attacking the lining of your pancreas, which where all the insulin for your food processing comes from, and that keeps your sugars down, and it keeps your blood from turning into literal syrup. And so what happened is I had what was called a honeymoon phase. And what the honeymoon phase is basically there's still insulin working, but it's slowly going away. And I still had a ton left, but I was in the beginning stages of it because we caught it early. To be fair, I was very blessed, and I'm glad I did have a boring one because other children that get into there are usually puking and usually fainting or they're passing out.
Okay.
Yes.
All right then, that's good.
Yes. So I was very fortunate because I apparently was a rare case of not coming in with my entire body close to being shut down. Like,
Jeez.
apparently they put you in the emergency room in most cases. I was a rare case where they just basically put me in a medical bed, pumped me with insulin, and then said, hey, this is what you got, and here you go, enjoy this. Mind you, this was in the middle of the time where my family was moving houses. And yes, I was incredibly lucky.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, because that's insane.
Yeah. That was at the age of, I was 14, and I just actually turned 15. That was in October. You know, diabetes is not a killer for sure. Yes, it is. Yeah, and it was very scary, but at the same time, as a 15-year-old kid, which, by the way, I got hospitalized on my birthday.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Because I remember particularly that year was when I turned 15 years old, and my brother had actually gone out and bought me a Nintendo Power magazine where the cheat codes and guidebook for Star Fox Command was in it.
Aw, look, Sean, look at you being a good brother.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
he was really worried about me. And basically every single night, my father, perfect this is on Father's Day, my dad basically would not leave my side. He stayed in that hospital for the entirety of the 4 days that I was in there, sleeping on a uncomfortable mattress. The man would not leave.
That's so sweet.
Sting has an Italian icy flavor. What you mean? But so yeah, like basically every single night a guy would come in who was on the night shift, and he would prick my finger to check my blood sugars and make sure that I was recovering properly. And the first night it was kind of a jolting because he tapped it, and I literally went, huh, and I woke up. And but by night 2 and 3, I wasn't even noticing it anymore, and my entire family on my dad's side would actually came to visit. So I ended up actually getting free food in the cafeteria. And
nice.
Dude, I could have whatever I wanted. And so what I ate was just like, I ate a ton of cheeseburgers. Like a lot of them. As a matter of fact, the doctor, my dietitian, was actually like, we kind of like you. You're just not instantly going for the sugar. And I said, nah, I'm really loving the free burgers I'm getting. Because I'd order like hamburgers for every single meal. I had it for lunch and dinner that entire time.
Hey,
and he was like, man, you and your carbs and protein, it's such a good combo. And I was like, yeah, man.
I mean, you are a teenage boy, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I ate a lot. You having burgers right? Ooh, Penper, what kind? I want to know.
Good. Man, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some food.
Wish I could have a burger right now.
Who's your daddy?
Thank you, Jane. Welcome in. Hi.
That is the dad.
Yeah. But yeah, so essentially what happened was after that, I essentially was hospitalized for 3 to 4 days, and I basically could hear other kids around me actually like going through it. And I was just basically in the hospital bed, just kind of buffalo burger with bourbon barbecue sauce. Oh my god! I want Penfro.
Amazing.
Please share. Oh man, I cooked my own. Someone will burn down the barracks right before I got here. Oh yeah, everybody give me an 07 in the chat for our Navy man, please. Mr. Rathakai, by the way.
07.
I'm glad I can actually salute right now.
Hey, girl. Salute. Wait, my arm won't bend the right way in water, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I'm
But
trying.
Wrath, you are actually in the, so funny story about this, actually connected to it. I was actually wanting to be in the Navy before I became a type 1 diabetic.
Oh, yeah.
That was the day that I asked, like, am I still going to be able to join the military? And my doctor basically said, can't anymore, because they will not take diabetics. But if it wasn't for that, I would not be a streamer today. But yeah, so like, it's one of those things where like it was a life-changing event, which is why I have not forgotten it for years. And it had not been for my grandmother, who was a former nurse, telling my mom to take me to the doctor, I probably would have had a very different experience. So kudos to my grandma. She was she is one very feisty old lady, and I will tell you guys, she loves the fact that she's old. Oh, she loves the fact she's old too. Like so it's one of those things where it's like she accepts all those things, because for some people who are older, you have to kind of like pry the you have to kind of like take the stuff away from them, and they feel like their independence is lost and stuff like that. My grandmother was not like that. The minute she lost her license and had to have her kids drive her everywhere, she was ecstatic.
I don't have to worry about this anymore.
No, she literally, if you ever go to my grandmother's and you say like, hey, we're gonna spend the day together, she will hand you the keys to her nice car and go, you're driving.
Nice.
She don't want to touch the wheel. And the look on her face when she showed this off to everybody when she got it. When she got the handicap sticker, or the handicap thing you can hang around and be able to park in the handicap spots, she was like, look what I got, everybody.
They're like, ma'am, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're not allowed to drive anymore with that. Woohoo!
No, really,
Like,
she
wait,
was excited.
The guy's like, wait, hold on a minute.
You mean to tell me I get to be passenger princess for the rest of my life? Yay!
Oh, yeah. That's the passenger queen right there.
Yeah, no, she's a passenger queen. Like, the other part about it is she actually looks at other old people and stuff. Mind you, she has a very sharp mind for her age. I think she's upwards in I think she's closer to like 90s right now. And like, yeah. And, she's one of these people that's like, she's okay with being slow. She's fine with like her age catching up to her. But the other fun thing about it is her mind is mega sharp. Like she doesn't sound or act hardly any differently than she did when I was younger and she was like a younger grandmother. And sometimes when she's listening to other old people like have that age set in when it catches up to them, it's funny because like there was a moment where she goes and she's like, man, I hate old people. Rolling her eyes just like, oh my goodness, can you guys just grow up? It was funny. Yeah, but she's not in a nursing home. She actually stays in a place out this direction. What's up?
I was just gonna say, is something supposed to be playing on the TV in the back? Yeah.
I think so.
It's been on like the same picture. I don't see it moving. That's what I'm asking.
It's not moving because we don't have like anything running at the moment. I have like if we wanted
it's
to.
fine. A nice little background.
Yeah, here I'll full screen it too. There we go. But yeah, so like another fun fact about it is that like she's one of these old ladies that's like so she technically lives at a nursing home. But it's not the same. By the way, when y'all get a chance, check DMs. Okay. But like, so when it came down to like where she was gonna live, we actually have like an entire like place in where we live that is a huge sized old folks village. And instead of staying in like a room in a facility, you actually stay in what the equivalent of an apartment complex is. But it has all of the amenities that someone of an advanced age would need. So it's funny because if you look in these rooms, there is elevated closets. So instead of having floor to ceiling, it's actually ceiling to like half floor. So you can actually like access everything without bending down. And all throughout the house, there's railings all over the place. So if you need to get somewhere or bend down, move over or whatever, you can hold that railing in the house and like bend down and stuff like that. And on top of that, too, there are these pulleys all over the house as well that if you fall down or something happens, you can pull it and emergency vehicles will instantly be alerted to your location and they will come by and grab you. So it's basically like,
that's cool.
It's essentially independent.
It's like a life alert.
Yeah, it's independent assisted living, essentially is what it is. and it's a really nice little quaint
Nice.
space, and she likes it. She's very happy there.
Good.
So yeah, so she gets a little bit of extra independence. She can kind of decorate it the way she wants and feel like it, but she doesn't feel like she's trapped in a facility.
Yeah.
She has zip lines, exactly.
Zip lines.
But yeah, my mother and her like 4 brothers and 1 sister, they're all very supportive and stuff like that of like where she is and stuff like that. But you know, I go to visit her, my brother does, and so does a lot of her grandkids as well. So she's well taken care of. I think she's my last.
That's very nice.
Yeah, she's my last living grandparent. Because
Aw.
both on my dad's side. So my grandfather, who I've been told I act like and sound like, he passed away when I was 6 of skin cancer.
Sorry.
Skin cancer. And then my grandmother on my dad's side passed away a few years after that because she couldn't live without him. She kind of went downhill.
So she had like a heartbreak, basically.
It was basically
That's so
heartbreak,
sad.
yeah. And it was more like her and my grandfather were very, very close, and my grandfather was a very social man. He lived in a very small town in the Midwest, is where around where we are. My grandfather on my dad's side knew everyone in the town. I don't know if you guys have ever heard
That's
like
rare nowadays.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of things like the Andy Griffith Show, where it's like about a small town and everybody knows each other and all that fun stuff. That's what my dad grew up in. Like, legitimately grew up in.
Yeah.
I'm not close to less living grandparent. Oh, yeah. And so what was crazy about it is that so he knew everybody. So what he would do in the evening is he'd actually go around and walk and visit people at their houses on their porches and just talk for
That's really
hours.
sweet.
Yeah, that's my grandpa. And he was a very social butterfly. Yeah. And I mean, he was also a poor man. Like my dad and his brother, their family was so poor that they would eat bologna sandwiches in a McDonald's parking lot.
Aw.
Yeah. So my dad and my uncle knew the value of $1. And mind you, both my uncle and my dad, oh my goodness, they are well-off people now. Oh my goodness. My dad is very well-off and very successful. And my uncle, who's very kind and a music guy, by the way, he owns his own studio, music studio. He has a personal one and a public one, and he lives in a legit mansion. Actually, where I live.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be the next one, eh?
I hope, but we'll see. But like, let's see, what's this? Yeah, that's what we used to do. Reminds me of my grandpa and family. Seems to know him like the value of $1. So poor at the point where ice cubes were lunch. Yeah, I mean, that's the funny thing. I've noticed that if you kind of grow up in an environment where everything's provided for you and like you're just kind of handed everything in life, your understanding of $1 is harder to grasp than it would be if you were poor. And I don't know, I feel like it's a valuable thing. I feel like everybody should go through a process in their life where they're actually like broke to learn and understand like how important money is.
I mean, that happens when you move out, bro. Trust me.
Yeah. There's a lot of moments where like when you actually have to work out on your own and do things on your own, you do a lot of growing in a very short time.
Yeah.
And then on top of that too, like, so on my mom's side, however,
What, in the green goo?
yeah,
I just noticed the background.
yeah, on my dad's side, on my mom's side, actually, my grandfather and brother went through that. Yeah, it's important. I think it's important, like, for everybody to have a moment where they're like, they understand, like, not everything in life needs to be bought. You can find happiness and enjoyment through not spending any money at all. And sometimes saving and sitting on something is not terrible to do. But I know that's hard for some people, and I will admit it's hard for me too sometimes. But like, I don't know. seeing the way that a lot of people who like value money and value like saving and value like managing things like that, I feel like they have a good grasp on it. And you know, so sometimes living without certain things actually can be better for you.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so there was this like, so my grandfather on my mom's side, he passed away a lot later than all my other grandparents did. He actually did what I do, graphic technologies actually, which is really funny because everybody I went to go work for a small amount of time throughout my time after I got my degree, my grandpa knew personally. Like, he remember them when their businesses started out and all that fun stuff, because I told him at one of these big studios that I actually went to go work for, and he's like, yeah, I remember him when he was younger. I was like, oh.
That's funny.
And I'd always been curious as to why my grandpa got so interested in, like, what I was doing, only come to find out after he'd passed away that that's why he knew him. That's why it was all that. Yeah. I actually found out. It's funny because, I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but sometimes you don't learn about somebody a ton until they're gone. It's interesting. Because that was...
It sucks, because you wish you would have, but at the same time, sometimes different factors go into it, like you're too young, or like, nobody ever told you. Mm-hmm. It sucks, because you can't like go and ask them about it anymore.
Yeah. Same thing with like a friend of mine.
What it is.
Yeah. So I would say, yeah, my grandmother on my mom's side is my last living grandparent. All the rest of them are gone. But I mean, I feel that, but it's like the opposite. Oh. But yeah, so like...
Yeah, but like the best thing to take into account is like, if they had a good life and if they didn't starting out, did you help contribute to helping their life be good before they pass? Like, that's stuff I think about. Like, you can't change the past, but you can determine their future, or like a little part of their future, and just helping them feel happy and know that their family loves them and cares about them.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most important part, especially for my grandpa on my mom's side. He loved grandkids. He loved his grandkids to death. He was a very big, like, I love kids kind of guy. Anytime we came over, he was very, like, always affectionate, always wanting to be around us, always wanting to hang out, always wanting to do something with all the grandkids. And mind you, my grandfather, my grandfather on my mom's side, 4 boys, 2 girls. All of them had grandkids. All of them had kids.
Shoot.
And on top of that,
Crazy.
The youngest boy actually has 8 kids.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Nice.
So, and they had another one recently. So, excuse me, make that 9.
Jeez. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hey, big family.
As a matter of fact, my mother was actually the only one in the family that was like the least amount of kids. 2.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, and then the oldest boy, my oldest uncle, had 4 boys, and those 4 boys got married and had like 2 to 3 kids each as well. So my grandma has tons of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. It's insane.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, family gatherings, whenever we get together on my mom's side of the family, that's an ordeal. Those places get filled up quick. Yeah, so we only actually do family gatherings and reunions and stuff like that at certain places because the family is so big.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandparents is illegal street racing.
Oh shoot, that's kind of cool though.
Petra's grandpa was living on the edge. For sure, I didn't realize that. Yeah, what's up?
Oh my gosh, that screen looks like Kraft macaroni and cheese, like the commercials. Remember how they're like, it's cheesy, and then you see like a geyser squirt of cheese. I might go get a snack because I'm hungry. I have not eaten today. I will be right back if that's all right.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be quick.
She's gonna go idle real quick, guys. Which is fine. But yeah, so, man, I didn't realize I was gonna start talking about grandparents and stuff like that today. But I really didn't have a subject yet or be prepared or whatever for chatting. I just wanted to see all of you guys, because I know for the past like week, I've been kind of weird AWOL, but there's been a lot of stuff going on at my house that just kind of happened. And so sometimes it makes it difficult for me to like, it's been making it difficult to stream. Bringo Burr, Bringo Very Burr. But thank you, Fedpro, lately. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, I appreciate you guys always being like patient and stuff like that. And like, I'm not gonna lie, it feels good when I see you guys all show up and hang out and stuff like that, because it shows me that you guys like me as much as I like you guys, which is nice. But yeah, but yeah, I didn't realize I was gonna talk about my grandpa after I talked about like my hospitalization as a type 1 diabetic. I kind of wish that my Bestie Black Diamond was here, because I'm sure he would have a ton of stories as well that he could tell about his type 1 diabetes as well, because like it's been interesting to have for the past like, man, close to 15 plus years now. It's definitely been an experience to have it, but I don't know, it's something you learn to live with and deal with a lot of things. Like, I know I've talked to people a lot about like, oh man, you've got this, or you know, you've got the type 1 and stuff like that. It's not as bad as you might think, as long as you manage it. And on top of that too, if someone has a pump, it does not mean that they have it really bad. It just basically means they don't prick themselves with needles instead of, you know, using so they use like a auto pump instead of needles and stuff. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, I've actually been curious like what other people's experiences, because I'm the only person I know in my close proximity that has like, dealt with this, and I think it hadn't been until I met like Black Diamond that I actually like found somebody else who's like putting up with the same thing I was. But maybe I should actually add like a blood sugar checker thingy-majig, I don't know. Oh, another thing. So by the way, if any of you guys have questions or anything like that for me specifically and you want to interrupt, please do go ahead. That's fine. I don't mind it at all. This is a just chatting stream, so it's one of those streams that I am perfectly fine with you like chiming in. And also apologies for the fact of less laughs. Regularly scheduled laughs and goofiness coming this week. Don't worry. But yeah, so I cannot tell you guys, I am terrible at keeping secrets about my my model apparently. So as Quantum mentioned earlier, teehee. You know what? Here. I was told that there was some DMs going on here. Let's see. Alright, so we are good with that. So why is it thick again? I don't know why it's thick again. Things do be thick. Oh, hey yo. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have figured out by now. I have a new thing that I just got recently from an artist. And I'm getting terrible at keeping my new model a secret. I was gone for 5 minutes. Yes, that's right. And now we're talking about thick. As in, this model is not, and neither is my new one. Unfortunately, my newer boy is not that thick. But I will say, in regards to my new model, which you can kind of see somewhat down there. Let's speak of the art I got. Crime fan. Oh, you came back to thick. To buzz over. No, not right now. I would say probably the thickness is reserved for pretty much only 01 Stinga. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get a giant butted model yeah, I was on Twitter yesterday and I saw somebody was like, oh, Stinga commission, it was on your new model. Yeah, so it is a simile of the same thing. So, as you guys could tell, like I said, I am terrible at trying to keep things under wraps, but I will definitely say that I can ask Agu. That's right, I will. But yeah, I'm terrible apparently in keeping secrets about my model. Which I'm not trying to reveal him fully, but I will definitely tell you that it's probably one of the coolest models that I have ever had. And I was even able to keep this face, which I was really glad for because I like this one a lot. But like, I don't know. I love my new model. I love how he looks. I like what the style and everything it is. And honestly, it is so close to what I originally intended. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, I know. Me too, Leah. Me too, Leah. So thank you. So I'm glad you guys are excited. I could not. This is probably the first model that I have spilled multiple $100s on, and I could not be happier with it because for a lot of the models that this artist has done, I was apparently some of the most amount of like extra parts that they'd ever done, and it was pretty fascinating to like see just like my model siblings. I was apparently the 54th model that this art parent had done, and when they were asking me like things that I wanted and stuff, I was very complicated with it because I sent them like 20 different pictures of different models, art designs, and things that I'd done before. So I'm very much happy with how he turned out. And I cannot tell you like how many hours I sat staring in VRM posing, just staring at him, being like, "Oh my goodness, he looks so good." Of course, most models don't typically have wings, antenna, and extra limbs. Also, a lot of armor, which was very cool about it because when I was speaking with my artist, they asked me if I wanted my armor to gleam like Iron Man's or look like a Kamen Rider's. And the instant they said Kamen Rider, I was like, go Kamen Rider now. I remember it was like when I got my first 3D model, yeah. And the answer was yes. Of course, it was yes. Yes, the answer was a resounding yes. And man, I am so excited to show him off. He looks so good. I do in fact have him uploaded to VR. So as soon as I'm able to, he will also be showing up in VR as well. One thing I will reveal about the model, though, is that the Vegeta hair goes hard. So, yeah. Welcome back. Did you get your snack?
Oh. I'm just eating muted because I don't want to make noises.
No, it's okay. But yeah, so, I was just telling everybody about how terrible I am at keeping secrets about the model, because apparently everyone saw the new animated PNG that I I was made recently.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're horrible at keeping secrets. That's why I keep them.
But like
if someone tells me something about like Stingham, I'll be like, okay, I can't tell him yet. Like if it's a good thing, I can't tell him yet because then he's gonna like post about it and stuff. Sure enough, when I do tell him, he's like, oh, okay, I'll post about it.
Oh, what you got? What you got munching on?
Well, I'm a person who likes trying things. So,
Yeah.
I saw this thing online, and it was like a cheese-wrapped pickle, so I'm eating that. And I have 2 other pickles next to it, and some ice cream.
Pickles and ice cream? That's cool. That sounds amazing. You got popcorn? That's good. Cue distorted crunches in the background. You'll haven't seen you in the background. Hey, Cass, what's up, dude?
Hi, Cass!
Can we get a shout out for Cass Wilder, please?
Pickles.
Dude, pickles are so good. No.
Dragon, can you do that?
No, we got dragon. We got dragon in the up in here. So, yeah.
Hey, pickles are amazing. You know what? This is for
2.
you.
I can't support either of those, Pedra. Ice cream and pickles. He's like, no.
No, not ice cream. Cheese and pickles.
Oh, cheese and pickles. Okay. Oh, Pedra's like double. Did you? The Selena Gomez
love
Oreos. Oh my god, I really like pickles actually. Sweet pickles I could eat at the barrel, and yes, I've had pickle juice before. 8 drinks straight. Also I've had a pickle margarita before.
Kai.
Excuse me. I got popcorn. Pickles and ice cream. GG, is there a mini bun?
No. I was craving the pickle thing that I saw online, and then I saw my ice cream. I was like, you know what? Might as well grab both because there's no food in the house made.
So yes, I did see the Selena Gomez Oreos, and no, I was not interested. And 3, yes, I did crush on Selena Gomez when I was younger, but no, I will not have those. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, everyone's thinking I'm pregnant just because of my combo. No, I like food, okay? I am not a picky person. There's 5 things in this world that I don't like. Just 5. And that's
what are those
it.
5?
Otherwise, I'll... Okay. Here's all the things I hate. I hate coffee. I hate beans. I hate olives. I hate peas. And I hate collard greens.
I am at least 3 of those things. Same.
Like what?
Olives, collard greens, and what was the other one? Beans. I can have beans. I'm kind of okay with. But like, shoot, I forgot the third one of the ones you mentioned. I knew I was gonna forget.
Peas.
Peas.
Coffee,
That's it. Peas. Peas are disgusting.
Okay, I will say this. When I was younger, that's when I decided I didn't like. At first, I didn't like mushrooms. And now I love mushrooms, especially sautéed in garlic.
Oh wait, coffee. Coffee. I think the only thing on that list that I am okay with is beans, but even I don't have that many.
And what was I saying? Crap. So when I was younger, I tried collard greens. They were so nasty, I spat them out. And I don't do that because like mom always told me to finish my food. But those I couldn't eat. So everything else on that list, yeah, I don't care what happens. I'm never gonna like them. Collard greens, I'm fine with giving them another try. Because when you're younger, your taste buds change when you get older. So I'm all for retrying things that I've hated.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, it's like with mushrooms and Brussels sprouts. I didn't like them when I was younger, but I loved them. I love them now. Like, they're amazing. You know what I mean?
Bald men. Excuse me?
Bald men.
Hello, welcome in.
Same, ABD, same.
ABD, what's up? How you doing?
I'm the same
I assure you, I am not bald.
Awesome. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the follow. What is it? What's his I give? Chris Redfield.
Oh,
what?
let's go. Chris Redfield, let's go.
I give Chris Redfield. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hi, Freddie.
Just make sure you never mention Wesker around this man, because that is his lover.
That boy Wesker can stay far away. I tried to get a restraining order on that guy, and I could tell you that he was not happy about it.
He's got me, and yet he goes after Stinging like what?
Hi, Freddie. Welcome in, dude. That was my favorite engineer.
Who's your daddy?
That would be me today. But yes, let's see, well, man, I don't know. It was like 5 a.m. Oh, shoot. It's 5 a.m. over there? Dude, ABD, man. I hope you're doing okay. Hope we had a really good all-nighter. Let's see. Depends on the beans and they're prepared. Okay, that's true, because I'll have barbecue baked beans, and those are really good. But they have to be swimming in barbecue sauce.
I do like jelly beans.
Yeah. Hey, man, I was bald once. Oh, let's see. Just the Vegeta's Widow's Peak. That is true. Apparently the Widow Peak thing is starting to get even more obvious. But honestly, I like Vegeta's hair, so I don't know. I've always liked the spike. I always like anime spiky hair, so that's kind of what Sting's thing was. Twice. Oh, man. But yeah. Oh, Sting, did you hear?
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Justin was just asking if I knew who was going to play the new Deadpool, and yes, I do know who it is, and no, I'm not really bothered by it. Ryan Reynolds is a good Deadpool, but at the same time, he's a voice acting for the VR game, and I can't really complain. So, anyway, yes. Meanwhile, Rescue needs a restraining order from Digi.
Facts. I want that man. Yeah, he wants Stinger. Sad love story.
Oh, you gotta try steakhouse style baked beans. I might. But
Okay, I've tried those. I will say those are great. They're amazing. I don't like refried beans. They look like puke. They taste like puke. They smell like puke. I don't like them. I don't like refried beans. They look disgusting and they're gross.
Man, I used to actually tolerate them in like my Taco Bell until I found out you can actually replace it with rice.
Ew.
Yeah, you can go to Taco Bell and actually tell them to replace any bean content with Mexican rice, and they'll do it for free.
Bean content.
Or my
That was
favorite
funny.
chili beans too. Yeah, welcome to the Sting channel where bean content is normal. And apparently one of the biggest jokes is bean soup.
Bean soup. Bean soup.
But baked beans.
Okay,
and
chili
chili
beans, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll rephrase it. I don't like refried beans. That's one that I'll never eat again.
My thing is that I live in an area where barbecue baked beans are like, so most of our barbecue baked beans are swimming in barbecue and brown sugar, and they've got bacon bits or chunks of meat in it. So maybe not exactly like bean oriented, but I will definitely tell you that it's basically I get protein slammed with brown sugar.
So it cancels out the good.
Basically. Okay, refried beans either. So yeah, red beans and rice is really good. Okay, so my thing is that like I would prefer to enjoy the like grainy taste of mushrooms over the grainy taste of beans.
Dude, mushrooms are amazing. I think we
know.
just talked about this, how portobello mushroom burgers and like and sauteed mushrooms and butter and garlic. Oh my god, I love mushrooms. I could eat them straight now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're amazing.
Craving red beans and rice also has flavor. Yeah. But yeah, like when it comes to like what's this? I like both mushrooms and beans. Well, you know what? You got us half right on there. Used to go to mushroom hunting. Oh, dude. I actually have an uncle one of my uncles actually mushroom hunts, and he will not tell me where that location is. Yep,
Dude,
Morels.
Lucky,
Morels, yep.
have you seen the puffball mushrooms? Those huge ones?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to bite one and like just big old bite right into them because they're
You-
huge. They look like marshmallows.
Yeah, you do not know what true gourmet mushrooms are until you try a fried morel. Those things are fantastic. Those ones that go mushroom hunting
What's that?
in Norway. A fried morel. So they are the most succulent, flavor-filled, and delicious mushroom you will ever eat. They are so coveted.
Succulent, eh?
Mm-hmm. They are so coveted that if you find a spot to hunt them, you don't tell anybody because you could sell like a whole pound. Like you could sell like an ounce of those for like $30.
Bro, you know what you need to do? You need to stalk your grandpa or your uncle and then follow him when he goes. Don't say anything, and boom, you just found it.
Well,
Bro, come on.
I don't
like,
think I'm
succulent
gonna
mushroom?
reveal anything, but he doesn't go mushroom hunting much anymore. Ever since an incident happened, and he's not keen on doing it anymore.
Dude, you
So-
can take up his legacy.
I don't want to take up his legacy and where he found it. Not
you
anymore.
could be eating succulent mushrooms.
I
Fine,
know,
I'll do
but
it. Give me the.
okay,
Give
okay.
me the coordinates.
If you want to know what happened, okay? If you want to know what happened, there's a very famous case around where I live where a mushroom hunter found a body.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was very close to where my uncle hunts. So he doesn't like going out
shoot.
that direction anymore. Yeah. Piddles are good, yep. They're all over blood, yep. Digi's sitting on a sink. No, Digi's sitting on my desk.
Oh, it's a mouse pad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Digi's We are actually in a futuristic room. I guess I could show
Give
around.
him a room tour.
Yeah, I guess I could show around. Yeah, so
It's basically the same time when we had when I had Sting and I at the beach. Same thing, essentially.
yeah, so this is like
so...
this is like my sci-fi room. So there's my bed over there. It's a single bedroom. So it's like in a bunker. Because essentially we're like surviving and stuff like that. You know, cybernetic city or whatever. We're just chilling. So I even got like a little stove over here, even though I don't eat. But yeah, so like over here, we also got like
Yeah.
so that's like a
Small. Yeah, I'm his
and then we got the
I'm
screen.
his Bluetooth speaker. If you want the music you're hearing, yeah, it's coming from my chest.
So yeah, we got Bluetooth speaker going on right now. So yeah. But yeah, that's what we look like today. And we're just chilling out today, stuff like that. So I wanted to get a Warudo scene going out, so I was actually really happy with how this all turned out. Oh, look, a sink! Yeah, I got everything including the kitchen sink. Why is she so small? Yeah, well, this is Digi's canon size.
Oh, yeah. Canonically, I am 3 foot. So I'm the size of a party speaker that you would take to a party.
Yeah. But she's also like half my size, so yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious because like I'll stand behind him and I look like a little kid.
Yeah. So basically, whenever I'm trying to size, like compare the size between me and Digi, I just basically make Digi half my height, and then there you go. He's got a bedroom on
You're
white.
smaller than I. Wait, how tall are you, Leah?
Smaller than you? Oh my goodness. Pepper 3 foot. Small. Yes, small. Wow. Every time in VR, I always have this like little personal bingo, and one of the bingo things that I get is actually someone mentions Digi's height. Yeah. Hi, Fun! Welcome in, dude!
Hi, Fun! Hello!
Leah's 5 foot.
My purple man.
So Fun, how you doing,
That's
bro?
huggable size. Alright. There is something I want to mention,
Sure.
and it's completely like out of
Alright. What's up?
Okay, so I just finished my pickles and I'm eating my ice cream, right? And I was thinking, there was a time that my Korean friend sent me a little candy package full of crazy candy because as someone who's not picky, I like trying like crazy concoctions as well.
Yeah.
And when she sent me the package, it included like some pickle kit. And I'm sure some of you guys have seen it, but it's a candy pickle kit, right? So there's a big pop-up pickle, a fruit roll-up, some planet gummies, some airhead cubes, and some sour powder. So I was like, what? I've never seen something like that before. So I was like, what the heck is this? And it was blue raspberry flavored. So I tried it because I was like, you know what? This looks interesting. Now, granted, it's definitely a pregnancy meal, but I wanted to try it because it looked interesting. So basically what you do, you take the pickle out, drain it of the water, or the pickle juice, I mean, dry it, then you cut it open, cut it in half, scoop out the middle, and you're supposed to put in the gummies, the sour cubes, and top it off with the powder and wrap it with the fruit roll-up. And I was like, oh, man, I'm gonna get diarrhea or something, because this is crazy. But I did it anyway. And I took a huge bite, right? It was the most interesting mix I've ever tried. Like, I didn't know what to make of it. I didn't even know if I liked it, but I ate it. Because I was like,
yeah.
Interesting.
Not gonna lie,
Not quite
sounds good.
It was very interesting, to say the least. I didn't hate it, but it was like a bunch of flavors mixed together that I've never tried before. And my roommates were like, "That's disgusting," but I was like, you know what?
I don't know.
I'm fine with this.
I'm the kid who, when I was little, I've been made fun of a lot growing up for all the weird concoctions and things I'll eat together. I am a sauce fiend. I like dipping sauces. I like Everett Warhead sour pickle. That sounds fantastic.
That's what it was. That's what it was, Kai. That's exactly what it was. It was that.
So I've had like all sorts of weird, crazy combinations because I like sauces. I like barbecue sauce. I like mayonnaise. I like ketchup. I like horseradish. I like everything basically. If it is a sauce, I like it. For the most part.
Oh yeah.
And
Sauce.
my thing is,
I get sauce.
my thing is that I was made fun of a lot for my eating combinations because, like, if there was like something there, I'd eat it. Now, what I have found out is that the best mayonnaise out there is actually Miracle Whip. That is probably the best tasting. Spreadable Miracle Whip is probably the best tasting mayonnaise you can get.
Really?
Yes,
I
at
would
least
like
the
to
best.
think it's homemade like garlic aioli. Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Now, I will say mayonnaise with olive oil, that is goated. That is some good stuff. I tried Lupia for the first time in just a minute. So yeah, right? So what I found out was I was one of these kids that liked mayonnaise so much that I would put it on almost everything. Mostly sandwiches, and I put a little dill weed on it, and really good. But there was one time as a kid, I had one of those like old cracker snack packs with the cheese and the crackers and stuff like that. And my mom threw in some Kraft Miracle Whip squeezable pouches. I took the hunks of meat, threw them into my mouth, ate the whole thing at once, took all the cheese, threw it into my mouth, ate all the cheese at once, and then proceeded to dip my mayonnaise in my crackers. My crackers in the mayonnaise.
I thought you meant you're gonna eat all the things first and then like drink the mayonnaise. I was about to.
I've done that before too.
I can't.
But anyway,
You're like that dude on SpongeBob.
but
The mayonnaise bottle.
so I ended up dipping my mayo. I ended up dipping my crackers in mayo, and the kids at the other table were like, "Bro, what are you doing?" And that was the start when I started finding out, all these little weird sauce combinations and things that I like putting together, people don't really like. Man, and I've been made fun of like multiple times for my like different like weird combinations.
Aww.
Like I'll dip. You know what I did the other day? I dipped cheese sticks in honey mustard.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's
sounds
delicious. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I like honey mustard. I wanted to dip my honey mustard in something. I literally had potato chips and ketchup. And it's like, it's not that weird. You know why? Because potato chips are just fries, but in a different form. Prove me wrong. What do you do?
I mean, you're not wrong. That's
You
the thing.
take potatoes, you slice them up, and then you fry them and put salt on them. That's the same thing as fries. The difference being is that potato chips are just crispy. Speaking facts. So yeah,
dude. Like, okay, I gotta ask what your favorite form of potato is, because there's so many forms. The potato is one of the best vegetables out there. One of my top 3, I would say.
They are. Yep.
I gotta know your favorite form.
My favorite form would have to be mashed.
Mashed potatoes?
Yes. Mashed potatoes is probably my number one favorite way that I like eating them, and the only reason why is because you can season them in 1,000 different ways, you can sauce them in 1,000 different ways, you can either put gravy in them, and you can even put cheese in them. After that would probably be anything like crispy fries or crispy potatoes, which includes things like hash browns, tater tots, or even just plain old fries, or crispy fries from like Freddy's or Steak and Shake, or I don't know.
Freddy's has the best fries.
Yeah, when I go to Freddy's, like when I go to Freddy's, I don't get sandwiches. I get like an extra size of fries. Boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew.
Their chili cheese fries are amazing.
Yeah, same with many kids are amazing. So like that's a funny thing. So for a while, Lay's actually had ketchup, tomato flavored Lay's chips, and they were fantastic. I used to mix my Cheez-Its with Cocoa Puffs and eat them in
Oh my, that doesn't sound good.
Hi Sink, what's up? Welcome in.
Oh, Sig, what's up, dude? How's it going?
Yeah, I'll see.
How's this work?
See, my buddies hate me for Jaeger and Amarillo, my favorite cocktail. That's not bad. You used to eat regular potato chips with ketchup and mustard in the bag. Yeah. Let's see, speaking of big fat, hash browns. Yeah, I remember how to use make McDonald's fries. Boil and mash up, stick them in the stew. Yeah, sounds like me. It's nothing. I tried that. It was disgusting. I also used to eat Apple Jacks with chocolate milk. Okay, look. I used to eat. I actually ate Fruit Loops and strawberry milk.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Like, it's not super weird because, like,
Green onion and mushroom.
it kind of goes together because, like, it's milk, you know? Like, yeah, it's chocolate, but it's cereal, you know? Now, what's weird is orange juice and cereal. That's gross. Or water with cereal. That's disgusting.
I have heard
But
people.
broccoli peanut butter, that's like ants on a log. Like celery, peanut butter, raisin, and all that.
Wait, what's this? PB&J dipped in ketchup. I still hate myself for it. I bet I need it.
Wait, and you guys thought I had a mini bot coming? What are all these concoctions?
Actually, what's funny is like, so like one of the things that I've done before is like there was one time I had ranch dressing and I dipped my actually it's still in front of me. Actually, do I have still some more? Yeah, I do, but I'm not gonna eat them. I had those honey barbecue twists, those Fritos honey barbecue twists. I dipped them in ranch. It was good.
What? You ever heard of a chickle? It's a cheese pickle. Amazing.
Cheese pickles are good. Pretty much anything with pickle.
Yeah,
I think it's the tart vinegar that actually makes everything taste better.
Wait,
Even
whoa.
Even though I don't like vinegar, I'm a big pickle guy.
I was about to say, hold the phone. You hate vinegar.
Mm-hmm. But I apparently love to eat a lot of vinegar-based products. But I think the idea is that the vinegar gets masked.
Thank you, Sig. Appreciate it. All right, here's a challenge for you then.
Okay.
One of the incentives. This is on air. I'm about to be so evil. And then I have witnesses. One of the incentives for our SummerSlam punishment wheel. You take a shot of vinegar. How's that? That's evil. Oh.
Oh my goodness, no.
It's not a little baby angel you guys think he is. He has gone out to get me so many times.
Alright.
I just have really good ideas when it comes to getting back at him.
So, yes, so we are discussing the stuff for our SummerSlam, and yes, we will have small incentives and things like that for everybody. So, one of our biggest plans is that we got more people here. One of the things I would like to do is have a pain wheel for both of us. So, when you guys donate $1, $2, $3, your small amount, like the small amounts, we'll actually have incentives for like the rolling the pain wheel or making us do different things, so that we can overall spend get the money collected for the SummerSlam. My hope is that we make enough money that we can actually purchase one of the units, which is about $350. But I'm also going to be realistic and stuff like that, so hopefully we will get something going. But yeah, if you guys do have ideas, by the way, for our pain wheel, please do not hesitate to mention it, because the more we get tortured, the more money we hopefully raise for charity.
Oh, baby, here's the thing. I'll be nice. You don't have to take a full shot, a half a shot of vinegar.
I will legit throw up, I guarantee it.
Alright.
I will run through.
Alright.
It reminds
the
me of
incentives are coming up with it now.
It reminds me of that one time that I had cut water.
Huh?
You don't remember?
The cut water?
Yeah, the cut
okay,
water.
but that's alcohol.
Yeah, a shot of vinegar, salt, and pepper, and I still hate the person. Wait, you really evil? Oh my goodness. My suggestion for the punishment wheel, should you have guys doing like stanky leg? Doing the stanky leg?
Wait, we don't have mocap though. So
yeah, I wish. It's a healthy ingredients in pickle juice. Oh, see, I'm just making sure I'm not ignoring any of you
what do you
guys.
think about this genius idea, though? Genius idea.
I'm gonna have to come up with something that's equally evil.
Do it! I want to hear it. It's not as easy for you.
A whole spoon of... Oh my goodness, hello, welcome in. Oil up already. Welcome in, thank you so much for the follow.
Yeah,
welcome to the Nesties. Yo, what's the hold up? Get oiled up already. I love that name. No, I gotta go to the store and get the gut shot. So no, one of my things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make her eat an entire spoonful of refried beans straight from the can.
Oh, wait. Okay, but I don't have any. And what am I gonna do with them?
No,
You're
I
gonna
don't
go
have any
spoil.
vinegar. Oh no!
Oh, you evil little bug! What could have caused you to have this kind of behavior?
I don't know. Maybe it's because someone decided they wanted me to take a shot of vinegar.
Oh my god!
It tastes like puke. It's telling me if I'm gonna puke, you're puking too.
Alright, fine. A whole spoonful, then you take a whole shot.
Fine. Bet.
Fine! Bet! I'll shake on it
You
right
got-
now. Here. Here. I'll reach it up.
I'm trying to reach. It's not working.
Alright, it's like that.
That'd be like me having mayo. Oh, dude, make Penpra eat mayo. That'd be funny.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me as well. So I just
Sure.
found out as well. Speaking of the VTuber Summer Slam, guys, if you have not known, a couple people in our communities have actually are also in it. I remember Church of Bread is actually part of it, and also the local Sweet Chinchilla is also a part of it.
Yeah,
well.
Leah is too.
So yeah, here, let me just shout out. Let's see, Dragon, do you mind shouting out Leah for us, please? And thank you.
No, Justin, that is too evil. That
Jar of olives? No. Drink
please, don't do
olive
that.
juice.
Don't do that.
Drink the olive
Leah,
juice.
please. That's too evil. You're too kind for this. Please. That's too evil. That's too evil, Stinger, please.
Oh man, the good old swig of
Please, I'm
olive
begging
juice.
you.
Yummy,
That's too
yummy.
evil. Stinger, wait. You can't be that evil.
Thank you, Dragon, for the other one.
I'm begging you.
Obviously, we do it, but we gotta be evil. So yeah, guys, if you guys have ideas.
Compromise. Please, can I have a compromise? Here's a compromise. We'll buy a Starbucks drink. That's, we'll say 70% coffee, and drink that on stream.
Both of us.
Stinger, please, I cannot. I didn't tell you to drink a whole jar of vinegar. I just had a shot.
Could listen to when you're evil.
Stinger, no. You know what? Fine, bring it, bro. I'll keep it. I'll get it worse for you too. How's that? I'll make something way worse for you.
Did you ever have pepper
And you
in
can
your
be like,
milk?
"Wait a minute."
Ew, that's disgusting. Okay, I would prefer we not do as many eat things because I'd rather not throw up on stream. Thank you.
I know. Me neither.
So, while we were going to do some pretty mean things to each other, I will definitely say, guys, let's be nice and at least understand that we'd like to not, throw up on stream because here's the thing.
How's this?
What's
How
up?
about you give us the ideas and we'll pick ones that we can force ourselves to eat.
Right. So we'll actually, hopefully, maybe we should do like a joint poster, like each post on Twitter or something like that, or like ideas for everyone if you guys want to, and we'll write them down and we'll make sure that they're available and ready, so that way when you guys donate your $1, $2, $3, and the wheel starts spinning, that will happen, and I'm very excited for this. Pretty sure puking on streams is against TOS. Let me double check.
Oh, that's crazy.
Bro, Penpra being like a bro over here.
One chip challenge. I've always wanted to try the one chip challenge. You know what?
Oh,
I am
that
very
ultra
tempted.
hot chip.
Dude,
Yeah.
I am all for putting money into this project because it's for a good cause and it's my first charity stream. So I
Mine too.
would 100% buy that.
Yeah. So guys, if you want us to also do the one chip challenge, we'll also do that as well. Hopefully we have bigger incentives we'll do. So hopefully like a $20 goal, $50 goal, $150 goal or whatever. And we want to make sure that we can give back to you guys to make sure that while you still are donating to charity, there's still something you get in return for you guys as well. And honestly, for me, my biggest thing right now is try to raise as much money as possible for charity, because These are for children who basically don't have any way to get out of their rooms. They're probably waiting on procedures or something like that. And they're mostly in a very dire situation, most likely some pretty intense diseases. And this is basically just to give kids something to do while they wait or they want to be entertained, and something to do with their families to get their mind off of it. So as I am someone who has children of my own, if I was in their position, I'd love that for myself. So I can't help but like feel for this whole thing. So I'm definitely 100% behind like what they're doing and how they're doing it, and the fact that they chose us was even more meaningful, honestly. Like I don't know if they realized what they were doing when they asked us, but I can tell you that for me personally, was something that I very much am like I 100% support and want to do as well. Gonna love my partner. Stan has to sing a cheesy love song from the 80s as punishment. That's a punishment?
Wait, but that's too easy for Stinger. That's something he enjoys doing. We can't have his enjoyment. It's a punishment wheel.
I can't wait. I'm just kidding. Because a kid died from. Wait, what? You can't get the one chip anymore because a kid died from it? What? Nah.
I feel like they still sell it somewhere, right? Because people die from all kinds of foods.
My life is for 3 minutes nonstop.
Like, I'm not saying that's the reason they should keep it. Like, poor kid, obviously, but I feel like it'd be hard to believe that they stopped it because of that reason. But it makes sense.
Are you not entertained? Glad to hear. Are you not entertained? Yeah, well, sometimes you can be entertained and other times you're not. But yeah, so I mean, like, I'd love to do silly, crazy, insane things with this whole stream, because, yeah, it's gonna be cool, and the fact that the two of us are doing it together. Yeah, so the other part of it is that it is basically gonna be those 2 days, but those 2 days are separate streams. So the 26th will be on my channel, and the 27th will be on her channel. So we're gonna make it a semi.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
I thought we already talked about this.
I thought we were streaming both days. I don't remember. Okay, we'll talk about it later. I'm sorry.
Hi, everybody. We're making plans on air.
Yeah, don't look at me like that.
But yeah, like,
hey! I always tell my channel I keep it 100% real. I'm not as much as I perform and put on a sort of an act, I'm still a real person.
I mean, like, you kidding me? All the scuff and crazy stuff that I do on stream, you think I'm, like, performing that? No, I'm just that incompetent. No, I'm kidding. Was it throwing Stigga? Did you, out the window, technically making plans on air? But yeah, I mean, like, oh my goodness, Io! Hey, yo, Io! Oh my goodness!
Oh shoot, it's Io!
Hello,
Oh my goodness!
Io!
It's one of the
Hi, sweetie.
cutest. Hold up. Io has an amazing model, and her voice is so soft and sweet. Like, oh my! If you guys don't know who IoBot is, she's right there in the chat. Right there in the chat. Please go follow Io. I love her model so much. Her outfit, it's like conductor, right?
Yeah,
like a conductor
Dragon's
outfit.
got it.
But yeah, like she's so cute. And her voice is soft and sweet, and like it's got like a tone to it. Like it's like a tune of music to my ear type voice.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, go check out Io because she's so cool.
Yes.
She's like
Io, it's so good to see you. I love watching your streams. I love watching your cute little model walk around. Like, guys, seriously, Io's adorable.
Io's a
Please.
voice actor.
Huh?
She's a voice actor. That's why she sounds so good. Look at it. It says voice acting at the bottom of Frosty.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw it. I'm just
Sick.
saying. I'm just reinforcing the fact that the model's adorable and the voice is cute. Okay? I just say I feel like more people need to watch Io. And I love walking his stream. I love listening and watching and stuff like that. I was a really big fan of watching Io play a ton of the that new the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake that came out. I was enjoying watching Io play that. So I had a lot of fun. So guys, please, if you will, please follow Io. Io deserves much more attention than she gets. 100%. Elder Scrolls are, yes, Elder Scrolls is great. And I actually had Io, I literally just put Io on and I will like sit and listen to her play like all the games like all day long.
Aww.
And like, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you find that one streamer that you're kind of like, I like knowing this person and like interacting with them and then talking to them and my own little personal like thing. But here's the thing. I always think every streamer needs more eyeballs on them. So please do. Sorry, I'm gushing too much about IO, but it's so good to see you.
Dude, it's very justifiable because like I am a sucker for robots, so almost every robot I've come across, I've already hit the follow button.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely for me too as well. So like, I don't know. I definitely 100% support the robots, the robo people and stuff like that. So anytime any robot comes in here, you are 100% welcome and will probably be followed by the two of us. I want more robots to stream with and stuff like that, so it's really cool. But yeah, oh man, man, I can't wait. It's just right around the corner. Oh man, the SummerSlam's right around the corner. Man, the plans and the ideas that we have been coming up with, I am so excited for.
I know.
Oh man, it's such a big project, and honestly, like, it's one of my first like, it's one of my first collaborations with like a big like group or something like that in regards to like companies and stuff like that. So the fact that we got invited, the fact that we got picked, the fact that there's actually a small pool of individuals that they actually pick every year, being I think last year was only like 1,200 people. So the fact that we got picked out of like the hundreds of thousands of VTubers out there in the ether, even ones bigger than us, to me it's a massive honor to be like picked for that. But yeah, it even feels crazy too because it's like we got whole talent managers. We got talent managers we're working with too, which is insane to me. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, thank you, Io. Appreciate it. Yeah, like once again, one last time, please, guys, follow Io. So cute, so adorable.
Yeah, looks like cotton candy behind you.
What? Oh, yeah.
I've been watching the cosplay, man. Looks like cotton candy.
I honestly like these visuals. These are really cool. I don't know why, but like I thought for sure
You
we
know,
were gonna be. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, we brought it up to watch little videos. We haven't used it yet.
It's fine.
I saw you'd like to know.
We've been
Alright.
we've been talking a ton today. That's the I know my stream team did a big thing with outreach last year. Ooh, that's cool.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
I know I do a couple actual like events, but this is the first year I've actually like gotten to know them. So definitely doing another deep dive, just like getting to see what they get to do, and other than the SummerSlam, just what else they could do. Because like this was exclusively to VTubers.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they have other like actual like face cam streamer stuff, or just like an all around inclusive streamer thing. So yeah, super cool. I definitely have to check them out more because this is the first year I've like interacted with them, heard of them a while ago, but I didn't know what they were about. So I definitely like doing my homework on people when they show interest or when I think they're interesting, just because. And it's not really like stalking. It's just like, you know, you want to know about them when you're going into something. Or like when I visit someone's stream, I want to know about them so I have something to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, they do seem like, well, yeah, they are good people. As a matter of fact, so the company that does put this on, Gamers Outreach, actually already has like, I think they said like over 1,000 different hospitals already have a lot of their equipment in those places already. And if you go to their website, it actually kind of shows what they're about, what they do, why they've done it, and things of that nature. And they're pretty established, honestly, and they've been doing a lot of charity and stuff like that, outreach to these different communities, to these different places, all these hospitals. I think they actually have a big list of hospitals that they actually are in, and they're very like big deal hospitals that do a lot of like long-term care and like big child research in regards to like different conditions and different like things that they deal with. And I don't know, like, I don't know. I feel it's funny, even though like you know, it's a little thing. They provide video game kiosks for the families and stuff like that in the different rooms. But I don't know. There's something to be said about, like, watching a movie and TV is one thing, but the interactivity and the, like, engagement that one has to commit to when playing a game is on a different level. And so to me, that allows the children to feel like somewhat like they're active, even though it might just be their mind. Gives them the opportunity to feel somewhat active. And I don't know, like, sometimes one of the most important things when you're going through something like that is like spending time with your dad or your mom or anybody really, and playing a game, you know, and like chilling out and being connected that way. So I don't know. There's an extra level. Oh my goodness, what's up, Deckard? Welcome in, Deckard! Oh my goodness, what is up, my dude? Welcome in. Can we please get a shout out for the amazing, talented Deckard?
Oh my god!
Guys, if you don't know who Deckard is, he is one of the duos of Endeavor TV, Starship Endeavor. They are amazing music creators and also Unreal developers as well. Their streams are fantastic, always a bop, and I will definitely say that if you are interested in their music is fantastic. Not only that, but they also do VR concerts and they also do all sorts of other kind of giant events. Guys, they are a super cool duo, a chill vibe, and on top of that, Deckard is as cool as a cucumber, and Nova is as cute as a button. And I will definitely tell you that becoming friends with them has definitely been really cool and really awesome. And also, yes, if you guys did not know, they're also Digi's Oshi.
Yes, I am doing well. I can just come in.
So yes, guys, if you ever want to hear some bopping beats and some really cool visuals and stuff like that and be part of the party, they are always welcome to have more guests in their starship. But what is up, Deckard? How you doing, my man? Good to see you, dude. Glad you could pop in and say hi. We are just chilling.
You're like, I'm about to turn myself off because I sound like a stupid little bubbling little idiot right now.
So the super sweet shout out, bro. Hey, yo, yeah, dude. Totally. You, bro.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Welcome to the sci-fi room.
Yeah, we're chilling out in the sci-fi room, playing out with Wardo and stuff like that, and testing out new stuff, and also talking about our Gamers Outreach, and also just chatting today about all sorts of crazy subjects. Shower thoughts. How is she even? How is it even? She is do thinking looks like. I do thinking look like.
What's up, shower thoughts? That's good.
I love that name.
What are the shower thoughts? What do you think about it?
What are shower thoughts? Oh, dude, I've had shower thoughts before, but I'm also a shower singer.
I don't, just because I know people would walk by, try to embarrass me, and knock on the door.
Really? When an earthquake happens, coffins become underground.
Oh, that's crazy. Nothing even laugh. Oh my goodness. Here,
but yeah, no. That's dark and I love it.
Oh wait, oops. I redeemed the wrong one. Hold on. My bad. I would just reject that and actually...
You just redeem your own points?
No, I didn't mean to do that one. I meant to do the buzz one. It's right next to it.
But yeah, so, oh, what was it? Yeah, so... Oh, man, I had a train of thought and I've just lost it. But like, what...
Where do you find a dog with no legs?
I don't know. What do you call a dog with no leg? Where do you find a dog with no legs?
Oh wait, no. We left him. Wait, oh my god, that's crazy.
You don't really wash your hands. They actually wash each other while you stand there and watch. Also, your future self is spying on you through memories. Oh my goodness. That's dark but amazing. Oh my goodness. I love this guy.
I love this game. More shower thoughts for when you next time take
No.
a shower from Shower Thoughts himself.
Yeah, because I'm a shower singer actually. Like I'll sing in the shower like all the time.
All right, let's hear a song you would sing in the shower.
Not if I have to sing the same. How did I say?
Your shower song.
Do you remember songs like let's see, "Doing It Right" by Daft Punk. I've also done.
I'm a
Everybody-
believer. I think we be Lemon Man.
Oh, dude, I've also sang "Bye Bye Bye." I've also done. Let's see what else. I've done a couple Selena Gomez songs. Not gonna lie. And then a couple of the karaoke songs actually that I've done. And then sometimes I'll hum music that I've heard from my mutuals. So yeah, I've done those before as well. So yeah, a lot of times I'll sing entire albums sometimes in the shower. But I'm also one of these people that like one sting is all it takes.
One stinger is all it takes. I'm just
Right? Yeah, because sometimes I'm one of these guys that likes his showers, and sometimes I'll go in.
Well, I would assume you would, Stinger. That would be a problem if you didn't like the showers.
But
Sticky old man.
but like what I've done is I'll basically spend a lot of time in there. So I'll be like, sometimes it's 20 minutes, sometimes it's less than that, and other times it's up to an hour. Could depend on my mood, but
Oh
yeah,
my.
yeah.
What?
I've been in the
I
shower
mean-
so long that I'll find out that the water's been so hot that people are wondering how I survived, and my skin will be like red.
Jeez.
But I really like it though.
Okay, but hot showers are the best, especially when it's freezing. Cold showers, I've never taken a cold shower. Like, a freezing cold one is just too cold.
I
Oops, I stung you
again. I played with
Played with your heart.
No,
my goodness.
so like okay, was the insanity I said she was hilarious. All right, bro, water bill is really hard, bro. Buzz,
Yeah, that's
buzz,
what I was thinking.
Buzz,
Like, that's
baby.
what happens when you pay your own water bill.
I mean,
You
honestly,
could be in this time for an hour.
I pay my own water bill. I'm good. Yes, you got it. Yup. I do, Deckard. I'm a boomer. I get all them oldies and stuff.
Facts, all facts, all true.
Let's see, my headcanon is Stinga sings bee theme songs in the shower and makes up its own song.
Oh, like
gonna
sweet
make my
little
week.
bumblebee, sweet little yellow jacket doesn't work.
And no, it does not.
Just lemon bee.
You know, it's funny. I've actually been in the lookout. I've actually been on the lookout for some music composers. What I've been wanting to do is actually make music or a song, basically, that's the same as a Saturday morning cartoon jingle. So in the vein of like the Power Rangers theme song, the Ninja Turtles theme song from the 80s, maybe even like Pokemon and things of that nature. I'm trying to find something that fits the brand.
We will sting you.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. But yeah, but for real though, I've been looking for stuff like that because I really want to. It could be like a minute long, 3 minutes. I don't care, but I'm hoping to find something that's like very. Jingles are tough. There's a real skill to it. Yes, I know. What's really funny is that the guy that they got to do the Pokemon theme song was actually a commercial jingle writer.
Oh shoot!
I'm not even joking.
That's cool.
Yeah. So most of the time in most kids theme songs and shows like that, like Transformers, He-Man, or whatever, they'll actually grab. Let's see when it started the jingles. Yeah. They'll actually grab people who did like jingles and commercials and stuff like that, and they'll have them write them because what they want is something memorable and catchy. And that's the point of that's the point of Saturday morning cartoons, is because most of those kid shows from the 80s and 90s and somewhat into the early 2000s was all about selling toys. So you wanted something that the kids would sing and remember because they would remind them of the toys that they were wanting to buy and stuff like that. And I'm being the same way because if you guys will find out, as you guys will come to find, with the new Stinga model, I toyified him a ton, which is the point, because I want him to look like a toy.
Toyify.
Yeah, toyified him. Well, that term came from like the Captain Planet theme song, still stuck in my DNA. For that very reason, yeah. Captain Planet, he's a zero, gonna take pollution down to zero. Yeah, so I like songs like that. I live by the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers song. I memorized the entirety of Beetleborgs. I know a ton of the Ninja Turtles. I remember the 2004 and the original 1987 one. DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. Yes, I remember them. And yeah, I'm like a ton of it. At least Captain Planet appeared to be okay for Rick and Morty. Oh yeah, I remember that. But yeah,
I was thinking of like a troll song for you. So
Maybe.
you know how much I bag on Flash Gordon.
Mhm.
Basically, it'd be like, Stinger, oh, you saved it.
let's go Scooby Doo. We're running back to that's a yeah. Scooby Doo one is
Oh
a
my
really good
gosh.
one too. Like I don't know.
Stinger, oh.
There's a Transformer really named eradicated another Transformer named Lou. Oh my goodness.
So funny, bro.
I mentioned John Cheadle with Captain Planet, and I agree with. Yeah, so I'm hoping one day that I can actually find a composer that'll allow me to basically create something to the equivalent of a almost like a Stinga cartoon theme song, because I would love that. Because I really like the idea of it, like all the single stingers. If you like it, then you should put a stinger on it.
Oh my gosh, I'm good.
But yeah, so I'm
You got
hoping
every song.
I'm gonna get like something like a jingle like that. It'd be really fun. If you looked, there's pollen on it. I've been thinking of the lyrics for. Well, okay, so I actually have already been thinking of lyrics for the song. I have them written down, and it's basically gonna be like something with the chorus of like "Stinga go." It's gonna be something like that. But I've also found out that I'm going to be.
Go.
I've also found out too that I've decided that I'm actually going to make Stinga's like comic book or his theming of that. I'm actually gonna make it something different. So instead of being like the Stinga as like a comic book as I've been doing so far, I'm gonna actually call it Invincible Insectoids or the Incredible Insectoids or something like that. He's having wanting to get the chill stop limit. So yeah, so I'm gonna basically base it off of the Insectoids. So I'm trying to do something with like 2 adjectives and the name Insectoid with it. So I'm still workshopping that hardcore, but I've come across like the Invincible Insectoids and the Incredible Insectoids or the Hyper Guardian Insectoids or something like that. So yeah, this sounds gross.
Yeah.
Well, it's the name. I'm going with it. But yeah,
Well,
so
like, it definitely takes some brainstorming because like you want it to sound superhero-ish, but you also don't want it to be like already taken.
yeah,
So I get it.
yeah.
Honestly,
So-
it's like hard to come up with too.
Well, yeah, because I was like, I need to think of something catchy as a name and stuff like that. But I was like, you know, I thought of this and I was thinking like Beetleborgs, Power Rangers, all these different like, you know, groups of characters and stuff like that. They're all named after stuff. So I'm going to go with Insectoids. Simply because that's the robot type that Stinga and the other characters in my lore are. So obviously they're going to be the 5 superhero team that I want for that. So I'm going to have to figure out like a new name for the adjectives. I'm thinking Invincible Insectoids, but I'm thinking it's too many eyes. So
Yeah, that's a lot of eyes.
yeah, so it's a lot of like workshopping and a lot of thinking. I also thought of like Super Guardian or Supercharged Insectoid. Supercharged Insectoids.
You okay?
No, I was like Supercharged Insectoids. I don't know.
Oh.
But like, just something that's like that corny 90s adjective style is what I want to do.
Corny 90s, let's go.
Yeah, of course.
Love
Yeah. So I'm wanting a corny 90s intro and I want a corny 90s like theme and stuff like that. So like, yeah. Like I love intricate so I've helped a lot of people with intricate lores and stuff, like a lot of like backgrounds and like a lot of things of that nature. So I've helped multiple VTubers with that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Too many eyes, but the insects are supposed to have a lot of eyes. Okay, that's funny.
Facts.
So yeah, so but like so for a lot of like things of that nature, like yeah, I'm down for like trying to really like for lore and stuff. Like I know a lot of creators I've helped out with, their lores are intricate, very like deep, has a lot of cool layers to it and a lot of fun. Meanwhile, the lore I would like to make is something that's corny and pretty surface level. But that's just because it's supposed to. What's up?
I just want to let you know you're at 2 hours. I didn't know if you wanted to go longer or not. It's just a little heads up.
Oh, we are at 2 hours, aren't we? Wow. How time has flown.
Because I know that's like your mark. I just wanted to let you know, just in case you didn't.
I mean, I'm not running out of things to talk about, but at the same time, I am getting hungry though. After you guys started, it'd be vibing. That's right. That's like 3 years and years.
No, 3 years and years.
Deckard, I love your sarcasm. It's great, and I love your humor. It's fantastic, bro. Go eat if you're hungry. Okay, so yeah, I probably do want to get something to eat here pretty soon, and I'm getting pretty hungry. So I think we'll stop here, guys. But anyway, just as a reminder, don't forget the VTuber SummerSlam that we'll be having. The next time I'll be streaming will be hopefully tomorrow with Blaze Blue Bros.
Order pizza.
Yeah, I want to do that. Deliver me. You guys are funny.
Deliver me. Special deliver me.
Yeah. Hi, hungry. I'm Justin. Oh my goodness, I just got dad. I just got dadded. But anyway, I am very happy. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you so much for the new follows, for the new people who come in. Welcome to the Nesties. For everybody else that came out, thank you so much. You guys are all amazing. I love you all. You guys make streaming so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys came to vibe. And I'm glad you guys enjoy seeing me. As always, thank you so much for joining the streaming buddy, my streaming buddy and compadre, Digiva Rayleigh. Everyone say thank you for her coming by and hanging out. Of course. But yes, guys, please also remember VTuber SummerSlam is going on the 26th and 27th, and that will be a lot of fun, and we have many things to do. Also, on top of that, yes, I will be streaming tomorrow, and also I'll be streaming Tuesday as well with some very interesting setups. Hopefully we'll do another Thursday stream with more VR, but I don't know yet. It's kind of a weird time right now because I want to really have a time set up for the VTuber SummerSlam, and I'm doing a lot for that, so streams are going to be a little scheduleless for a while, but hopefully still maintain the same time period and stuff that we do. But anyway, with that being said, Digi, do you have any announcements yourself that you would like to tell people? Well, I go find someone to read.
Well, one, I'm really excited for the SummerSlam as well, so I really can't wait for that. As always, if you have ideas for us, please let us know. You can DM us if you want to see certain things. And two, tomorrow, I'll be streaming with TV Faith. We are going to be doing some Smash, so yeah, really excited.
Shoot, AJ!
Hi,
AJ!
Hi,
Welcome
AJ!
in, dude! Welcome in. We're coming actually to the end of our stream, but so good to see you, bro! It's good to see you, my man. Thank you so much for dropping by. All right, let me see here. Who do we want to raid out to? Let me see here. Let's go back to this. And I'm going to spend some time trying to figure out who to raid. So we have Zentrea, Berrybug, Weepers. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go raiding into a big person this time. So guys, there is a streamer, her name is Berrybug. The reason that I followed her and found her originally is because Berrybug is actually the part of the reason why Stinga looks like this. I kind of used her VTuber model as a inspiration for the white face in Black Scalara.
Nice.
So, yeah, so that's why I started following her. She's really cool, very kind, very sweet. And a little gremlin, so if you guys want to, please give her all the love and stuff that she wants, but as well, she's really cool, so I want to raid one of the big boys. So anyway, everyone, thank you so much for dropping by. You guys are all awesome. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming by and joining our just chatting stream as we just chill
Who's
out.
your daddy?
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day!
But yes, thank you Father's Day to everybody as well. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And you all have a wonderful time. All right. Bye-bye.